another one.
What's up, man? How's it going?
What's up? Hey, it's been a good week. Just recovering from being sick. Not sick anymore, but still got all the gunk in my system. So
Yeah.
trying to recover. It's been
Holy voice crack. Yeah, that's never fun.
holy voice crack. Yeah, dude.
Getting
But
off to a good start.
it's been good. It's been a solid week. What about you? Anything new and exciting? So you got a lot of pairs in.
Um, yeah, I got a few pairs in. I'm trying to think. On the shoe side, there's some pretty cool brand deals that we both have that I'm not really ready to discuss yet.
Yeah, true.
Um, but it's about as big as it gets, which is pretty cool. So I've been focusing on that and how I'm going to deliver on that.
Same. It's actually what I was working on right before we hopped on, just writing scripts and doing everything. I hopped on a call with them yesterday and
Did
we
you
were
really?
chatting a little bit, and then I mentioned, the podcast and everything, and you, and she was like, "Oh, I was talking to Charlie earlier today too." And I was like, "Hey, that's funny. Small world."
Got to
So
get it involved in the podcast somehow. We'll figure it out.
that's what I was telling her. She's like, "I mean, y'all can do whatever you want. Just, hey."
I haven't really talked with them much. It was more of like, how much do I need to post? And like, can I post as much as I want? And they're basically like, go do whatever you want. Like,
Same.
so
Mine was just kind of going over the back end and like, what can I do? What can I do? And they were like, it's up to you, dude. I was like,
yeah.
cool.
So
Full creative freedom. That's what I like to hear.
yeah. So it's kind
But
of
it's
cool.
super
Been
cool.
working on
I'm
that.
I'm sure we'll talk about it next week. I'm
Eventually.
assuming. Yeah. Something like that.
Eventually.
So we'll see. But yeah, like outside of sneakers, how's the week been?
It's been good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been good. I'm just figuring out. I'm gonna go into work tomorrow and record some stuff. This week has been figuring out my Sony FX3 more. I realized I didn't know jack about it really.
Yeah.
So basically, how it happened was I was recording. I think I was recording the Nike Calm Slides video, which I should have recorded months ago, but just never got around
Right.
to it. And I've been recording videos in super weird thing. I've been recording it in AV mode, so movie AV mode. And so basically, it keeps the. This is gonna get super technical and nerdy here for a second.
Hey, yeah. Do your thing.
It keeps the aperture at bay, so I was always at the lowest aperture because I wanted the background blur. And then it would adjust the shutter and keep the ISO the same. Is basically what it was. So
Yeah.
if I was in this setting, it would be f2.8, 1/100, which you should be about 1/60, double your frame rate roughly. And then lowest ISO is like what you should be doing manually if you're in good lighting like I am now. And so when I was recording in California, I was getting some weird shutter stuff where my shutter is way too high and then you get black lines on it. And I've had this at work too. White balance is a little out of whack, which you can fix in post, but just been basically when I was putting the slides up to the camera, now it works fine, but it would get super bright because it's a black slide, and so it would try to compensate for it, and it would basically blow out everything. Or if my face was never in it, because the iFocus it bases on that. So I was like, I didn't even know this was a problem. I've been doing this for months. Like, let me dive into it. So now I'm shooting all manual. This is all manual. This is 1/60, f2.8, 125 ISO, which is the lowest, but you need variable ND filters because
Yeah.
if I didn't have an ND filter on this, it would be blown out right now. So I really like the bright aesthetic. It's kind of what I'm going for. So just making it as crispy as possible and super easy to watch under any circumstance. So
Yeah. Well, that's what they always say. Like the videos that are brighter do better. And if they're darker for some reason,
could be true.
just
Yeah.
I've
Yeah,
always
so-
heard that. And I'm like, hey, we'll see.
been figuring that out. So yeah, that's been a week of just watching a lot of YouTube videos, trying to figure out how to use it. I mean, they literally Have you seen that movie, The Creator, that just came out?
No, dude, I want to see it so bad. It
Yeah.
looks so good. Have you seen it?
No, so
Not
we
yet.
saw previews for it in the movie theater, but
Same.
it
Yeah.
was entirely shot on a Sony FX3. I
Yeah.
don't know if you know that. So
That
I
was
want
the
to go
reason
watch
I was
it.
like, I have to see it now.
Yeah,
That's so cool.
I don't even know if the movie's good. Like, it looks kind of cheesy, but I
Yeah.
just want to watch it for the fact that like I have that camera. I want to learn how to use it better. Like the end
Man.
goal is to shoot perfect documentaries for YouTube.
Hmm.
That's kind of the goal. Color graded, the whole works. So it's just small steps for that. So it's been a week of that. It's been fun though. Content's
That's
been
cool.
little on the back burner, but I got a lot of stuff in the works. So yeah,
That's the hardest part. But same. I'm like,
yeah,
okay, definitely gonna really get back into it, but
fair enough. What about you?
juggling a few things. Man, it's been well, pretty much all week. I was just trying to recover from being sick and get over
Hmm.
myself and record videos. So it's been slow, but hopefully next week and the week after that we'll be going strong. But I'm excited just to jump back into it. But as far as sneakers goes, I fell victim to the freaking Nike shock drop thing and ended up buying a pair of shoes that I didn't want. So it's just like you get that notification pop up and you're like, a shock drop? What is it? Click it and it's like,
You
it's
didn't
a
want them?
satin breads. It's the satin breads. I was like, it's a cool shoe. I've already reviewed it.
Long time
Is
ago.
what it is. Yeah. So I'll probably just shoot another review. That video did like 2 million or something on TikTok, which is
Jeez.
good. So I was like, hey, maybe just try and do another video at a different angle and then get rid of them. But
Yeah.
it's one of those shoes that I'm like, I don't really need it, and I know I'm not gonna wear it. Although, like, I wore the like just ones. I haven't been wearing a lot recently, but I wore the what are those? The Palominos the other day, and I was like, I like this shoe. This is like it's a pretty sick shoe. Looks good on foot.
It's a pair that I gotta get. I
Yeah,
don't
like
have to get them, but I want to get them.
it was one of those that I got, impulse buy. Wasn't really planning on wearing it, and then I just put it on the other night to see how I looked with an outfit, and I was like,
Yeah.
ties it together. Okay, this is it. So now I'm just beat them up. But same with like the airships and everything. Finally breaking those out since it's getting a little cooler in Atlanta. Like it's in 80s,
Yeah, I get the high
which
tops going.
you know, get back into the groove of things. But
Hmm.
that's been cool. The C notes finally came out and sat on Concept's website.
Did they really? I didn't go
Dude,
for a pair.
they sat for like I think it was until about 2 p.m. today, which was
Jeez.
crazy. Like now they're sold out, but me and Anna both at like 9 a.m. when they dropped, we were like, boom, let's get them. We both hit.
The
And I
true
was like,
fans.
let's go. And it's funny. So now I have two pairs on the way because one of my followers, one of my friends hit me up when the early access happened. And he was like, yo, if you want them, I have the early access. So I was like, oh, yeah, run it. So now I have two pairs, which I'm very
Been there.
excited for.
Ah,
So
keep a pair on ice.
rock one, stock one, baby. But
There you go.
so that's
It's a dangerous game to get into, by the way. I don't have that game. I've
it's
never done that game, but it's once
see,
you start acquiring more and more and more shoes, then
yeah. This is the
it's a
first
dangerous
pair and
game.
probably one of the only ones I'll do it for just because really excited for them. And that's like one of
Yeah,
the top releases of the year for me. So I'm like, hey, have one for display up here, another one that I can just rock and don't really care about. But
fair enough.
yeah, outside of that, oh, the other day we talked about this, but finally ordered a new laptop. The one I'm using now that you can see on screen is just an old work laptop that they gave us for free. And then they were just like, you can keep it. So it's not like a fully spec'd out MacBook, not the best for editing, but I do edit on just a PC. I'm more of a Mac guy in general, just because that's what I've always used. So I'm more used to
Yep.
this. So adjusting to the PC was really weird, and it's just not my favorite. And I think it's only 16 gigabytes of RAM on my PC. So it
Just wait
is.
till you get that upgrade.
upgraded to the 64 gig on the new MacBook. I think it's like the M2 Max or something like that. And I'm just like, oh, I can't
Oh, it'll
wait.
be
Because
nice.
right now, just scrubbing the footage, it is choppy. Like 75% of the time for a video, I don't know if all of the clips are lined up until I export it. So I export it, rewatch it, and then I'm like, I gotta adjust like 5 clips. So I'm like taking notes down. It's exhausting, man. So it takes me forever to make a video, but you know, makes me more detail oriented to make sure it comes out the right way in the final. But yeah, can't wait. So I think it's like end of the month for that to get delivered. So it's a win.
Exciting. That'll be fun.
It's a win. Super stoked. But as far as sneakers, what have you got? I see the pair behind you that you've been posting some photos of. Those have been sick. Oh, I got another pair of shoes too. But talk about these.
The Born and Raised Impulse Bad Buy, paid over market now because I got them a couple of days ago. I didn't know pairs had shipped from Born and Raised, but I knew I was gonna get them eventually. It's a pair I don't think I'll ever sell. It's one of those that I'm gonna keep around for a long time. It's just
Great story.
They've grown on me so much. They're so clean. The material's great. I love them. So
just all the details on them, man. Like you can't hate it.
The white laces in, So I got a pair of those.
Are you gonna wear them, or is that a pair you're just kind of
special occasions kind of deal?
Because it looks great on the shelf too. Like it's a good looking shoe.
It does.
Yeah. I like it. But I
got those.
Forgot about them. I've been waiting for these to come out. It's a random sleeper shoe. We have a Mizuno store at the Battery.
Ooh.
But it's the Mizuno Wave Rider Beta. It's like the Nomad pack.
That also looks comfortable.
Dude, yeah. It's got this like shank plate halfway through it. They're cool. I mean, like it's a different looking kind of just trainer shoe. But I've been wanting to try them out for a while. They're only like, they're like $180 because it's that style of runner, but wanted to try them out. So we'll see because there's a few other colorways that I've had my eye on for a while. Hopefully I like them.
That's solid.
Sorry to interrupt. What else?
No, you're good.
Got going on?
Got the new LeBrons. Got some black and white SB Dunks I hit for retail. Got those the flower airships.
Which SB Dunks were those? The black and white.
It's an all black with the gum outsole. It's the black suede.
Oh,
I think they are.
Yeah. Those are cool.
I hit those. I got a Soul Savvy. Shout out Soul Savvy.
Let's go.
Update. Got a notification. Bought a size 11 retail, so that's always fun. Video coming out on those. I got some twos, a bunch of stuff from Nike. So yeah, got some fun stuff. But
how do you like the airships? I still haven't seen.
They're sweet.
Much about them aside from the video you sent me earlier. But
nope, I'm gonna be posting a video about them tomorrow. Is the plan. So yeah, they were the test subject of figuring out the camera today. So they're sweet.
So, since the video is coming out tomorrow and the podcast coming out tomorrow, it's not really going to overlap that much. But what are some like things that make that shoe unique to you?
Insole is all flowers. The box is really cool. Let me grab the box.
I was about to say I haven't even seen the box. I don't think. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, that's the same. The corporate airships come in the same box. I don't know why, like what the significance of the box, because I thought that was just the exclusive for corporate. Oh, that's cool.
Get a sticker.
Interesting.
Airship.
I love the airship thing, dude.
Sneaker Politics is where I got them.
Oh, nice.
Custom box paper, blue laces. You get a hang tag.
It's clean.
There.
Clean, dude.
Super
I like
thick
those.
swoosh. Very similar to the Tech Grays. If you're on YouTube, then you can see all this. Outsole, super crispy. I love the raw edging. I like them a lot. They actually fit me too. I didn't think a 10.5 would fit me, but they do fit. So, yeah, they're a little different, but I like them a lot.
Yeah, it's unique. Nice little pickup.
won't be posting about these because of current and ongoing partnerships. But these were sent to me, some bootlegs. Gotta love bootlegs.
Okay.
Um,
Very nice.
Crazy box.
That's sick.
I haven't even looked at them yet. Huh. There you go. Actually, not too bad.
Yeah.
Just a Jordan 1 high bootleg with some crazy details. So,
Not bad at all.
one of my buddies who's a size 11 will be getting some new dailies.
I love it. Yeah, it's how. Well, last night I hung out with one of my buddies, LJ. He's a content creator too. We met up at the Battery, and then came back here, and I was showing him the studio. We wear the same size. He loves to hoop. He loves Way of Wade, and I was like, look.
Oh, there you go.
I was like, here. I think it was like 2 pairs. He listens to the podcast, so fan of the show.
There's nothing
Love
better
it.
than doing that. The last time my buddy Jack came over, I loaded him up too. Like, that's the best part is when you get these free shoes and you're like, they're all sitting in a storage closet and like,
Yeah,
I don't need them. Like, you're not gonna wear away.
I already made the video. It's fine, dude.
Exactly.
Like,
Yeah.
just saves me space, but
For the friends that aren't the same size as me, tough luck.
that's what I hate, man. Because I have so many that I'm like, hey, dude, if you just wore the same size. Luckily, like Anna's brother, he wears the same size as me, so a lot of shoes. I'm just like, meh, there you go. So it's easy. I can offload some stuff, but anything else? Any other cool shoes you want to talk about? Some sneaker news and
Let's jump into it,
going
man.
I like it.
Yeah, this first one, Nike Refurbished, kind of hits home because I was at the mall the other day, and the Egan Mall in Minnesota actually has a Nike Refurbished program. They're one of the few in the country that
Interesting.
sells refurbished products. So they had, like, on the clearance shelves, it was a refurbished section. And so I walked through it. I should have got some video clips of it, but I walked through it, was checking out the shoes and stuff, and a lot of them are really cheap. Nothing that I would buy. There was not a huge selection. It was probably 40, 50 pairs tops. But yeah, it's a cool thing. It definitely wipes out the reseller that sells used shoes because they price it to the bottom of the market.
Which is interesting.
Um,
Especially
yeah.
thinking about like the resale stores that always have like, the used pairs, or even GOAT, like buying used pairs on GOAT. Obviously, it has to be like, there's still a luck factor into it because you have to find that one pair in your size that someone returned to Nike. So it's like, it's still difficult. But if you can find a shoe that you're into for that 40, I think it's like what, 40 to 50% discount most of the time.
Yeah.
It's not bad, dude.
No, it's a good little deal. Yeah, it's interesting. Yeah, again, there's a factor I didn't think about that much where you got to find the shoe that you want to get because the selection's not there. It was a lot of running shoes. It was a lot of just kind of GR stuff that I would never wear. I saw some ACG shoes that were kind of weird colorway, and then some of it was like pretty worn stuff. So
yeah,
if you want a cheap pair of shoes, I mean, for 40, 50, 60 bucks, you can find them. So
yeah, I say give it, like, dude, if they just give it another year or two, because it's still fairly new. Like, I think they've been doing this since 2021, kind of like in store. Because I know I've seen it like some outlet stores and whatnot. But, the awareness gets building. You're going to have people that, buy a random shoe, wear it 2 or 3 times, and they're like, cool. Sell it, basically get their money back 100% from Nike, and then they'll sell it again, which I think is kind of weird because I'm like, I could just buy a shoe, wear it for a week, get my money back. And I'm like,
Nike's return policy, there's certain things where they might discount what your refund is depending on how much wear it is. Yeah, I know that. Just because I've returned stuff that's brand new, I've returned stuff that's been tried on for video, and they might even dock it for 5% or whatever.
Interesting.
So, yeah, I mean, I think they're definitely taking a hit on it, but they're Nike, so they can do that. So
Yeah. Still, it's cool. I'm excited to see where in the future this all goes. So it's definitely pretty cool. But
yeah,
let's see, next on the list. These I like a lot. I actually just posted the reel for this one on the Sneaker Knockers page and the photos, but it's the Jordan 1 Low Year of the Dragon. What do you okay, where would you scale these in terms of the recent releases? Because I know we had the
scale.
Year of the Rabbit. Yeah, that's good. That's good. So I know we had the Year of the Rabbit last year. I think Tiger was the year prior. I don't
The
remember what
Chinese
was
New
before
Year, the
that.
all red satins.
Yeah.
I know the whole lineup because I really like these.
Yeah. The satin one's
The
sick. That one's sick.
the
I know that
satin
one's high up for you.
Chinese New Year, I've been looking for those for 2 years now in a size 11. That's not like $800.
Yeah.
Super Fire pair, that's definitely number one. Um, Year of the Rabbit, number two. These number three, and then the Tigers four.
I get that. For me, I just love the Year of the Rabbit. I'm like that one. That one just hits. Goes back and forth between that and the
color
satin.
blocking on that one is a little off for me, but
It is
it's,
weird.
It's fire.
You're right. I'd have to switch the laces, those furry laces. I'm like,
Yeah.
not really for me, but these are sick. These are really cool too. I mean, it's got that, like you said, that scaly upper. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. The texture on it's nice, and you have that little dangly metal charm with like bells on it, which I think is interesting choice. They're very loud bells too. They are
It's good to know.
substantial. Yeah, but I mean, yeah, quality details are cool. I think it's a solid release. The only thing that's weird about this pair though, there's no number. Like there's no I don't know if it's limited.
Is that
I don't
just
know
because
what they're
it's an early
doing.
pair, maybe?
I don't know. I mean, it's possible. I feel like for the Year of the Rabbit, I want to say there were two or three pairs that got leaked before the pair that I got in hand came in. And those pairs weren't numbered from what I remember. And then my pair got in and it was numbered. So I don't know
I
if
know
it's
that some
just.
early pairs are samples where they aren't
Yeah.
numbered.
I don't think
Regardless,
this one had a sample tag.
I know that regardless if they do numbering or not, they're going to be limited because the first gen Chinese New Year's, the satins, those
Hmm.
were 5,000 or 7,500 pairs released, but they weren't numbered. The year the
Oh,
Tigers were
okay.
7,500 pairs, but they weren't numbered. And then the Rabbits were out
Oh,
of 5,000, and they started numbering them. But it was like pretty known that
okay.
they were pretty limited.
Hmm. That's
So
interesting.
yeah,
So I'm excited. I definitely am curious to see what the stock numbers are on these, but it's a cool pair.
I just know that the year of collab shoes are very hard to get. So
Yeah. Well, it's like, do they even release in the U.S.? Because I know the Year of the Rabbit was a weird
I
release.
don't think so. No, it might
Yeah.
be on Juice or one of the out of state apps. So
Guess we'll wait and see. I think it's January 24th for 160. So
there you go.
fingers crossed. Wow, that shadow makes it look like I'm just flipping you off. I'm just crossing my
It
fingers.
is. Yeah, that's
So crude. So crude. What's next on the list? Another Jordan 1 Low.
yep.
These are sick, dude. I really hope, I really hope that they keep the big swoosh on these. I know they won't, but I just really want them to. So these are the Jordan 1 Low OG Shadow, and it's re-releasing. I think the original release was it 2015? I want to say.
Yep.
It's a six shoe. To me, this is my favorite Jordan 1 Low out of all the like OG ones with the big swoosh. Just I like gray. It's between this and probably the Royals, just easier to wear. I don't wear much red, but I love them. I
I'm definitely the Chicago lows if I had to pick.
Which makes
Um,
sense. That's another really good one.
yeah, I mean, I like the highs of the shadows. I've been back and forth on the shadows. I think it would be a great daily pair. I'm not like,
Especially the lows. You slip them on and just beat them up. It's fine.
yeah, no, I don't know. I got my atmosphere grays now. They're cool.
Sure.
The big swoosh would be really cool. I would like that. I think that more pairs need to do that, which, um, yeah, I think that they just need to bring it back and do it more mainstream.
I'm excited for them. I feel like they will. They're just waiting. They're just waiting. They're running this, I guess, cut of the shoe into the ground, and then like 2025 they'll be like, oh, but now it has a bigger swoosh, and we'll be like,
Fair enough.
the Jordan Wello. Like we're
Yep.
all gonna freak out, man. So
You're probably
it's
right.
cool. Still excited for him though. I think these are summer 2024, so still have
Okay.
some time. Still have some time.
Fair enough.
Let's see what we got.
So these, I'm pretty. Currently, I'm not a fan of these. I feel like it's going to grow on me
Okay.
as we go along with these. So what we're talking about is the 2024 Nike SB Dunk Low Valentine's Day collection. When we saw pictures of these, we saw a couple of leaked close-up images. Private Selection posted these. It's an all maroon upper. The swoosh is the same as the Born and Raised, where it's layered. It's got like a speckled maroon outsole. It looks like it's a velvet inside, maybe a velvet tongue.
Oh, I didn't even
They're
realize that.
Yeah, they look like they're really that's kind of what they've done on Valentine's Day shoes, like the Strange Loves. They did that.
Yeah.
They look nice. Don't get me wrong. It's just the color is, I don't know.
You
What
know
are your
what they-
thoughts on these?
You know what they remind me of? I don't even think this shoe's come out yet either. I posted photos of them on Sneaker Knockers not too long ago. I don't remember what it is. It's not a SB. Yeah, it's just the Nike Dunk Low Premium in the burgundy. I'm just going to show it. Well, dang it, I forgot that.
Yep. Okay.
It's almost identical, except the swoosh is gray and it's not a SB. But I'm like, it's kind of the
Yeah.
same thing. But like the quality on this pair looks sick. Like you have those. I'm assuming it's like nubuck, like a tumbled nubuck base with I don't know what all these materials even are. They look kind of weird on the screen, but material wise, it looks good. I think they come with like a bright red pair of laces too, which will look, in my opinion, probably better just to give it a little bit more of a pop to it. But I'm not gonna go for them. SB heads are gonna lose it for sure. They're going for them all day, but.
I mean, I would consider myself an SB head now, and I don't know. I'm liking the Private Selection photo setup a lot on the laptop.
They've been doing that a lot recently, and I'm like,
Yeah, they lost.
saves time, I guess, and
Come
you don't
on,
have to
Private
watermark.
Selection. You gotta step it up back to those professional.
You don't have to
images you
water.
guys
They
are
probably
doing.
lost their photo guy, and the guy
No,
who
they
knows how to
don't.
Photoshop.
Manny, he's a beast. He's
Really?
a beast. Yeah,
That's so funny.
yeah.
That's interesting. I don't know.
But
I
yeah,
don't know that
I mean,
approach.
I'm out on them. Next one, we got these are better than the original by far.
What we got?
Fat Joe wearing the Terror Squad Air Force Ones in a red colorway.
Okay.
So I'm guessing these are a friends and family shoe. I'm loving that. What the original colors were black and then like a white,
The
right? Like a gray
porpoise.
white.
Yeah, it
Porpoise?
had like a. That's what they called it. I don't know what
Okay.
it was like a pale blue purple kind of thing on the heel, but these look like the Louis Vuitton.
Dude, I was
Right?
just gonna say that. They look
Right?
exactly like the Louis Vuittons.
But I like it. I mean, the
Terror
quality on these, dude. Have you held a pair of the Terror Squads, the new ones?
No, are they nice?
Very nice. Very nice. Like,
It's good to know.
I don't know if they're for me just because, I mean, I'm not a big Air Force One guy, like I've said all the time, but it's a sick shoe if you're into Air Force Ones, and it has a lot of history behind it too, so it's not bad. Hopefully they release, though, because that one would be cool.
I don't think they will, but maybe. I feel like they're just a friends and family, like I got the
One-off.
exclusive shoes. Like that's kind of his thing. So
Yeah. That's what they were originally, right? And then
yep.
10,
Yeah,
20
maybe
years
then.
later,
Yeah, who knows?
maybe one day. This next one I wrote down. I don't know much about it. Maybe you know more than me. I did write some notes, but yeah, you can explain it. This is your field all day.
So John Morant basically got canceled by Nike. Essentially, there was a new John Morant colorway coming out. We know John Morant and his history with guns on Instagram Live is not very good. So he's been trying to repair his image. And so Nike has they're like, he did an apology video that was kind of like fake. Like they've been trying to salvage his image because he's a big up and coming star. He's super athletic. He's good. Like he could be a superstar. He almost is essentially now, but, came out with a new colorway of the John Morant 1, which is still a pretty new silhouette. And on the back heel, it's a white portion, and it had the text, "We ain't ducking no smoke," which I don't really know what that means. Basically, it's just like he's not going to back down is kind of what I'm getting at.
Essentially, yeah.
Nike didn't like that, so they covered it up and just put John Morant's signature with an all black patch. Basically, it looks like they just colored it over it and covered it up. So yeah, I don't think they were a fan of that. And so
I like the original text on there. I thought it was fun. I was like,
I do too. It looks like an album cover of some sort.
But if you're reading this, it's too late style stuff.
Yep.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, Nike, they didn't like it, so it got covered up. So there you go.
I will say I like this silhouette a lot. It's pretty clean.
It's not bad. I haven't hooped in them at all. I haven't hooped in a while now, but yeah, it's not bad. It looks like just a regular, nothing special about it. Signature shoe. Like Devin Booker just came out with his shoe. I'll pull those up and show you quick. Signature shoe that it's way better. He had way more of a vision with it. His whole idea with it was he wanted to create a silhouette that basically could be worn 50 years from now, like the Jordan 1
Smart.
high. Which the downside with that is they're not the best performance shoes in a sense. There's no vertical support, so there's been pictures of his foot in them, and that looks like it's sticking out the side. But you could wear these in public
for sure.
Good with
but it has that kind of Air Force One aesthetic to it with the toe box, which
that's
dig.
What he was going for.
Yeah,
he's a big Air Force One guy, so
I definitely get it.
It's another thing, but yeah, John Morant not looking smart because he's just got to. Here's his signature shoe here. Looks like the original text was that. So yeah, he's got to keep repairing that image, man.
Playing it safe now, trying to at least.
Yep,
that's so funny.
There you go on that one.
Moving on, we finally got some more photos of the Fear of God. I think it's the Forum 86 Low.
Yep.
All 4 colorways. I think these are pretty cool. I don't know which of these we've seen and which we haven't because they're all fairly similar. I know we've seen 1 or 2 of these probably, but
and Fear of God with the all
very neutral Fear of God Yeezy aesthetic. It's all there. They're all pretty much gray, tan, gray, more shades of gray. I'm here for it though. I don't know which is my favorite though.
It's gray upper, gray midsole. There's gray upper, sail midsole. There's brown upper, sail midsole, and then there's black upper, sail midsole. So
I prefer the sail midsole personally.
Yeah, the white on white or the gray on gray I like a lot.
I'd wear any of these.
Black on sale I do like too, but honestly, the toe box just screws with me. The toe box is so weirdly shaped. If you zoom in like this, you'd be like, "Oh, this is a high heel."
Yeah. Actually,
it does not. It's really screwing with me. And if you look at the side profile of it, it looks like it's deformed. So I don't know what's going on there.
The toe box because they did the little understitch kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's weird, but
if you cut it off here,
the
toe portion, it's money. But the toe portion,
for sure,
it looks like it's flattened, like somebody ran over it with a car. So
That's so true. So,
Not a fan, but
what do you think the retail price is going to be on these?
240. That's my guess. I can't remember what I said last time, but I think
I
retail is
don't
gonna be
remember.
240 is my
I'm
guess.
feeling 300. I just,
Wow. They
it's
could
one of
probably
the,
get away with it,
I
honestly,
mean, they did
but
it with the Wave Runner, but that had boost. I don't know what the
that was
tech
Kanye.
is in this shoe. It's
And the
Fear of
Wave Runner was
God.
the first 700, right?
Yeah, I think so. It's possible.
Yeah. I feel like if they did 300, they would be sitting then, then they would drop them to like 220, 240.
It's a good point.
So
Mid two, probably mid two
no
or low
chance
two.
it's under 2. If it's under 2, these are a definite cop because
Yeah.
it's not going to be under 2. No shot.
It kind of depends which side of the Jerry Lorenzo catalog they want him to be on. Is it more Fear of God mainline or is it Fear of God Essentials?
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, it gives me Essentials vibes,
Mm-hmm.
which is more of a, I guess, affordable option to opt in to Jerry's kind of like style. So something like that. Lower twos, but they're cool. Still no word when they release. Nothing. Just teasers all day.
I guess we'll find out when we find out, right?
That's so true. This next one I really like though. I don't know how you feel about these. I think they're cool. So we have the Carhartt WIP New Balance 990 V6. I think this one is called the Sculpture Center, which I didn't know until I was looking at them earlier. So it's inspired by local gyms. I don't know what the inspiration from local gyms comes from for
Not
this
very
shoe.
Carhartt.
Yeah, I mean, it just looks very Carhartt. It's got that classic, like, light tan
Yep.
brown base, which
It
is
looks
pretty
like the
much everything they
Carhartt
do.
beanie hat, but on
Yeah,
a
dude.
shoe.
Love the neutral tones, though, like different shades of blue, brown, creams. Like, I think it's a cool shoe. Retail price is high. I think they're like 220, but I've been wanting to try the 990 V6, so it's maybe a good one. Would you rock these?
I would
Would you
rock
rock?
these. Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't have any 990 V6s currently, but I
I'm
like these.
curious. I'm just
Very dad
nervous
shoe.
because there were a few people. I don't know if this was just on the early pairs, like the first round of 990 V6s, but some of them were seeing some like midsole separation on the heel because it is kind of like stacked up. Like the lower, darker part would like come off, and not like New Balance is good about that. Like you can send them back and they'll
Mm-hmm.
get you taken care of, but it's one of those things, and I'm like, it's an expensive shoe already. Do I risk it? But I think it's
Yeah, I
cool.
mean, if New Balance will fix it, then
Yeah,
it should be fine. But
I'm gonna go for them. Why not?
yeah, I like
It's,
them.
let me see. I think it's later this or later this month. We just don't know an official date yet.
Do you
I
think
don't
they'll
think.
resell? What are your thoughts?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's. We've talked about it before. Like New Balance resell is difficult, especially for the Made in USA pairs because they retail so high. Same thing with like the Yeezys, like the 700s, $300 shoe, $260 shoe.
Mm-hmm.
Resell's gonna be like maybe $40 above. Kind
Probably
of
that
just
would be my guess.
depends.
Yeah.
Like most of the New Balance, they're gonna be 260, give or take, depending on stock numbers. But
Yeah, I would agree with that.
it's weird, but it's a cool shoe. I'm here for
Yeah,
it.
I like it.
What we got on this next one? This one's weird, man. I want to like it. I really want to like
You
it,
don't like it?
but it's just, and I'm a huge Jound advocate. So what we're talking about is the Jound 2002R collaboration that they just teased, coming out sometime soon. But it's very Jound. If this colorway to me was on a different model, I feel like I would like it more. I love the 2002R, but like I don't know if this was on like a 990 something, I feel like it would look more premium. And this to me, I
Yeah,
don't know.
I
It's weird.
Out of all New Balance models, 2002Rs are definitely my favorite. They're the one that got me into New Balance because of the
For sure.
protection pack.
Yeah.
But 2002Rs can be a little basic. I think that these are a little basic. That's why I like the protection pack so much, is there's so much extra stuff going on.
I get that.
Yeah, I've never been a huge Jown person, honestly. I the resell for just Jound on the tag, I
Yeah.
never understood. It was actually a pair of 991s that I wore on Love Kicks, the eBay show.
Oh yeah.
But it, yeah, I'm
It's
out.
one of those, like, if you can hit them for retail, it's a cool shoe because most
Hit 'em
of the
for
time,
retail and dump them for double retail.
that's true. Depending on which colorway, like
That's
which
what I
one it
did
is.
with the 991s. I wore them once and I sold them used, and I made like $150 on them.
One of these days, I'll do it with my Crocs that I'm probably never gonna wear.
Fair enough.
It is what it is. I want to like it. I mean, like, I'm sure it's gonna be hard to get. I'll probably still go for them because it'll go with a lot. It's an easy shoe to wear, just to like beat up on the daily. But
Yeah, I mean, it's a good color. It's just, yeah, resale is going to be probably $350, so it's like it's not,
yeah,
not
retail
worth it.
price is lower on the 2002s
It's like
as well.
140, I think.
I think 140.
Mhm.
Yeah, sounds about
Um,
right. But it's
Yeah,
cool. Kind of disappointing, but it's cool.
it's John.
That's down for you, baby. What
Fair
do you
enough.
got? Bro, I don't know what it is. This shoe's so cool to me. So we're looking at the New Balance 991 V2. This is the first time they've ever messed with the 991 silhouette. I think they originally came out in 2002. Haven't really changed anything on it since. And
hmm
finally, they took it to the chopping board, messed. Oh, I've never seen the heel. That's an interesting little V2 logo. I don't know if I love that. It's fine. It's on the heel. I'm not going to see it, but
hmm
looks like it's more of a hand drawn, just V2 on the back. But so for all the original pairs, they have their classic absorb midsole, which if you've never had a pair, which I'm sure a lot of you haven't, it's a little stiffer, but it's really comfortable. Like it molds to your foot over time. It's like a pair of Birkenstocks. They're not like
hmm
super squishy, super cushiony, but over time, it's just going to be your shoe. They fit perfect. For the V2, they gutted that and gave it their fuel cell insole or midsole, which is what they use on all of their performance running shoes. So it's going to be way more cushiony, way more comfortable, especially straight out the gate. They have
hmm
these nice, like, I guess it's teal ish kind of like
Steel.
panels. Yeah, on the midsole, kind of poking out to show you the tech on the inside. And it just gives it that like cool pop of color. And I'm
Needed that.
excited to see, it really did. I'm excited to see different colorways of this too and see them kind of
hmm
change the different colors of the cushion. But I don't know. I'm a huge runner geek. Like I could wear this shoe for the rest of my life and I'd be fine. Different
Yeah.
colors. I'm good.
Yeah, it's a good
But
option. I don't know. I'm down on them. I had
yeah,
991s and I didn't like them, so
true.
I felt
Needs
like I
to
was
be more
leaning forward
comfortable.
too much.
That's fair because you are at kind of a little more of an angle on them. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, little bit more
That's why I've
of
never
an
been a huge
incline.
fan of Air Max ones either, or just Air
Dude,
Maxes.
I tried. I almost wore these the other day because I've wore them once, the Pata
hmm
Air Max one, and I put them on I think yesterday, and I was just walking around the house before I left, and I just felt like my whole body was moving forward, and I was like, I don't
Yeah.
even know if I like this. Like, am I gonna keep this shoe? I
So
wore them once, so I'm like, I guess we'll find out. But
fair enough.
yeah, outside of that, there's nothing really else to cover. I was looking for some like crazy cringe shoes for this episode. Didn't really see much, which
We'll get back to the what the kicks segment next week.
it made me happy that there wasn't anything super
Good thing,
crazy.
yeah.
But that's the fun stuff to talk about. So hopefully
It's true.
next week we'll have some crazies. But hey, till then, think that's all I got.
That's all I got. It was a good week.
all I
We
got.
got some.
Yeah.
You guys liked the Jordan episode, so we got a couple guests in the works. So stay tuned for that. And clips. Been killing clips. Been getting clips out. I think we just hit 1,000 on TikTok. So
Well, let's go.
1,500
Love
maybe.
it.
I'm not sure. So yeah, go us.
Love to see
so
it.
go love up the clips, and yeah, we'll catch you next week.
Awesome. Thank you guys.
Sweet. See ya.